How many in here are parents? How many have one child? 2? 3? 4? 5? That was me. We sort of overdid it. Well, I didn't overdid it. I was too busy having babies, but somebody was overdoing it, you know? So my kids are now adults, and things change as your kids get older. You go back and you think how wonderful it was when they were little, happy babies, and you know, how you could hold them and rock them and sing to them, and they just coo and they cuddle up next to your neck. You smell the baby powder, which we all now know causes cancer. But, you know, those beautiful little babies. I just can't get over holding them. But then you remember the changing 1,000 diapers. And when you change a little boy's diaper, you get these free showers. And as you're getting ready to go to church in your navy dress, one of them pukes down the back of your dress, but it's time for church and your husband's the pastor, so you can't be late. All of those memories, and somehow you just think, I can do it. You know, I'm not overdoing it, but I can do it. Well, the kids begin to get a little older, and they're school age, and you get to go to PTO meetings, and you get to pack lunches every day, and the laundry, oh my God, the laundry, it just keeps coming, and you never get overdoing it. And then they begin learning things that you don't really want them to learn, you know, and once they learn them, they never stop doing it. There's those weird fart noises and all those kinds of things. And then, you know, they continue getting older, and all of a sudden they're in high school, and there are things like prom and homecoming, and you get this phone call on a Thursday night. My children didn't live with me when they were teenagers, saying, Mom, I need a dress for homecoming. And what do you want me to do? Can you make me a dress for homecoming? Well, I don't have your measurements or anything. So the boyfriend is standing there with a ruler taking the measurements, and I'm supposed to take those measurements and make something with it. But see, they believed I could do it. And I always managed to do it, you know. And then it gets to the stage where there are graduations and weddings, and who the hell do they think are going to pay for all these weddings, you know? And they always want to overdo it. We had one wedding that I couldn't pay for, and my ex couldn't pay for. We had a potluck wedding, and the church filled the room with food. We actually had 5 refrigerators full of food left over that we had to take. Yeah, they sort of overdid it. Then we were at the stage with the kids where the babies start coming. And you're back to that stage where you're hugging them and you're rocking them, and they're just so wonderful. And you think, I can never get over doing this. This is what I really love to do. You get old enough, you start telling stories. Remember the Grover book? Don't turn the page. Don't turn the page. You turned the page! That was our favorite. That was always our favorite. And I could do it over and over, and the kids would still giggle and laugh. And as they began growing, then you know, you have your special dinners, your family meals. My one thing that I claimed, even though we were divorced, I got Christmas Eve. And we would make the big dinner, and as my kids got older, they would start bringing some of the side dishes to go with it. They were never as good as mine, but, I could get over that and eat what they brought because that meant there was that many more things I didn't have to do, and I could enjoy my time with my family. And then one Christmas Eve, my son breaks the news to us that they are moving. They're no longer going to be in the area, so this will probably be our last Christmas Eve together as our full family. Kind of broke my heart. And we've only had a couple of occasions where we've had everyone together at the same time. Since that time, I have a daughter that lives in Virginia. Right now, he's in Ohio. I have 2 children that live here local, but one works with disabled adults, so guess who always works on the holidays, and another that works at one of the big restaurants in town, and of course, they're working on holidays. So having those opportunities for everyone to get together is getting harder and harder. But I'm also finding, as I'm getting older, that I can actually do less and less. I can't get out and do the things I wanted to do. So I'm getting over walking at the zoo. You used to go to the zoo with the kids and you could do everything, and now your daughter shows up with the wheelchair for you. It's like, no, I'm not ready for that. Yes, you are, Mom. You're not going to hold us back. We're going to push you through the zoo. Your knees are giving out. Just walking a little bit, you overdo it. The hip, oh my God, you can't sit in the chair and get up without the hip going. And they say, well, you're overdoing it. Well, all I did was sit. How can I be overdoing it? But when you look back, I would overdo it all over again because you can't relive those moments, but I would sure love to be able to overdo it with that baby in my arms.